Okay, so in previous lecture, we discussed about the different treatment methods of wastewater and effluent. Okay, so in that we discuss about the some industrial wastewater effluent treatment method like neutralization and equalization. Okay, so that equalization and neutralization method mostly used for industrial effluent, and these all other methods which are using for the treatment of wastewater. Okay. So, wastewater treatment is a process of removing contaminant from wastewater and household sewage, or maybe industrial effluent and domestic wastewater. So, it includes physical, chemical, and biological process. Okay, so it remove the physical contaminant, it remove the chemical contaminant, and plus it remove the biological contaminant. Okay, so these all treatment methods, it may be physical treatment, it may be chemical treatment, or it may be biological treatment, which are using to remove physical, chemical and biological contaminant from the wastewater. Its objective to produce environmentally safe fluid waste to stream and solid waste suitable for the disposal and reuse. Okay, so after the treatment of wastewater or effluent, that water or effluent should be safe for the disposal in water bodies, or either you can dispose over the land, or either we can reuse for the gardening and flushing and other purposes. Okay, so that is environmentally safe for disposal. Next, the objective of treatment plant is to produce disposable effluent without causing harm to the surrounding environment and prevent pollution. Yes. So it should be prevent water pollution, it should be prevent air pollution as well as soil pollution. Okay. So that disposable effluent should not cause any harmful effect to the environment. Okay. So that's why a complete treatment that is for the removal of physical contaminant, chemical contaminant, and biological contaminant is very important. Okay. So, what is the importance of treatment of wastewater? So, it is very important to provide some degree of treatment to wastewater before it can be used for agriculture or landscape irrigation or for the aquaculture. The principal objective of sewage treatment is generally to allow human effluents to be disposed of without danger to human health or unacceptable damage to the natural environment. According to research, a large number of people die from the waterborne diseases and in most of the developing countries. That means due to disposal of polluted wastewater, polluted effluent, industrial wastewater into water body, that leads water pollution. And if we consume that polluted water, that leads various waterborne diseases. Okay, and that going to be affect the environment. That's why the complete treatment or proper treatment of the water for healthy living is very important. So this is what the importance of wastewater treatment plant. So as we know, this wastewater treatment process are broadly divided into three categories: the primary treatment, the secondary treatment, and the tertiary treatment. Okay, so the primary treatment are mostly before the secondary and tertiary. So this primary, secondary and tertiary also divided into physical, chemical and biological treatment to the wastewater and effluent. So physical treatments, so what are the different physical treatments? So as we discussed earlier, so screen is one of the first primary treatment and physical treatment which is used for the wastewater and effluent. So what is the purpose of screen? The screen are used to remove the large suspended and floating solid. So basically here the three types of screen are used: the small screen, large screen and medium screen. The small, that is a very fine size of opening, the large which is having more than 80 mm, and the medium, that is 20 to 50 mm size of opening. Okay, so according to size of opening, screen are classified into fine screen, medium screen and coarse screen. And according to operation, it can be classified as manually operated and mechanically operated. Okay, so manually cleaning, mechanically cleaning is very important in case of screening. So a screen which is used to remove the larger floating solid, larger suspended solid, which can be obstruct or uh, which obstruct the secondary process, like you can say the trickling filter as well as the activated sludge process. Okay, so before the secondary treatment we need to remove this floating solid and suspended solid is a need. That's why we do the screening for removal of this large floating and suspended solid. The next one is a grit chamber. As when I discussed, the grit chamber, it is nothing but the grit. So grit, it is maybe the eggshell, maybe sand, maybe broken pieces, glass pieces. Okay. So whatever having specific gravity 2.65 and having the size more than 0.2 mm in diameter, that is called as grit. So that is heavy in size. Okay, that's why going to be settled down easily. So that's why grit is again one of the important parameter. So we remove that grit in grit chamber, so it acts as the same sedimentation time. Okay. The next one is a clarifier. So clarifier, it is nothing but the primary settling tank or primary sedimentation tank. So this clarifier, which is used to remove the silt, sand and other heavier material. Okay, so this primary settling tank or primary sedimentation tank, which is used to remove the solid, suspended solid, which almost 40 to 50% of solid that can be removed in primary sedimentation tank. The next, it helps uh, in secondary process, that is what the coagulation process, as is reduce the dose of the coagulant. So directly it reduces the cost of the coagulation process. Okay, as we already remove some solid from that water. Okay, so these are some physical treatment. The first one we discussed the screen. So screen is very important to avoid the clogging of the pumps and to interference of suspended solid in secondary treatment method like a trickling filter and activated sludge process. Mostly it is two types, that is the coarse screen, medium screen and fine screen. Next, manually operated and mechanically operated having angle of 45 to 60 degree. Then whatever that waste which collected from screening, that can be disposed by the deep burial method or incineration method or digestion or by grinding. In operation and maintenance of screen, we require to maintain hygienic disposal of screening, daily record of operation and maintenance, then volume of screening collected, painting of entire mechanism, lubrication of screen. These all points should be considered in screening. Grit chamber, we discuss this grit having specific gravity 2 to 2.65 and the grit having diameter not less than, sorry, the diameter of grit is less than 0.2 mm in size. Okay, so that is silt, eggshell, ash, cinder, okay, and glass pieces, this all as grit. And grit again important to remove because it erosion of pump impeller and settling in conduit. Okay, so these are physical characteristics, and as we discuss the one of the physical treatment, that is called as skimming tank. So skimming tank which is used to remove the oil and grease from that wastewater in effluent. Okay, so oil and grease which floating over the top of the wastewater. So if we supply the air from the bottom, that we can remove from the trough, okay, from the top of that wastewater. Okay, so that's why the skimming tank which is used to remove the oil and grease which is floating over the surface. Okay, so as uh, oil and grease in the form of, you can say, the fats, waxes, fatty acids, soaps, mineral oil, vegetable oils which present in wastewater and industrial effluent. Okay, also if you consider the garages, motor garages, oil refineries, soap industries, candle industries, restaurant houses. Okay, that's why the oil and grease which present into the wastewater and effluent. Okay, so in this process, skimming tank, we supply the air, and that air help to increase the DO content into the sewage. Also, it freshen the sewage. Also, it remove the undesirable gases from that wastewater and effluent. Okay, so this is why the skimming tank, which is used to remove the oil and grease from that water and wastewater. Okay, the next we discuss about the physical treatment, that is suspended sedimentation tank, which used to remove the suspended solid. That water is allowed to settle down by the gravitational force, so that we can remove that sludge which settle down at the bottom of the tank. The next one is the chemical treatment. So in chemical treatment, we can use different chemical, dissolved chemical. So the chemical, like you can say aluminum sulfate, then you can say the lime. So these different chemical we can use for the coagulation process. So after the addition of coagulant, the solid which having a negative positive charge which comes closer, colloidal particles which come closer and they create a flock, and that larger size and settleable flock which can be removed in the secondary settling tank. Okay, so in chemical treatment we are going to add the chemical, a dissolved chemical like alum and lime, which helps to remove the colloidal solid. The next one is the biological treatment, and in biological treatment, the organic matter we can remove here. It is dissolved organic chemical and dissolved organic matter which present in that wastewater and effluent, that can be removed by these various biological treatment methods. Okay, so there are various biological treatment methods. So in that, the first one is the trickling filter is one of the important process which is used for the industrial waste. Next, activated sludge process. This is also one of the major important wastewater treatment which is used for wastewater and sewage. Then rotating biological contractor and digester. Okay, so these are the different treatment methods, biological treatment methods which are using for the treatment of wastewater and industrial effluent. Okay, so you can see this is what the different units of the wastewater treatment plant and what is the function of each and every unit. Okay, so the objective of this biological treatment of wastewater is to remove the organic, that is non-settleable colloidal solid, and to stabilize the organic matter with the help of organism. That is the main objective of biological treatment, as we discussed earlier. The activated sludge process, then trickling filter, aerated lagoon, sludge digestion. These are all of the biological process, and the objective of this biological treatment of wastewater is to coagulate and remove the non-settleable colloidal solid and to stabilize the organic matter with the help of population of microorganisms. Okay, so here you can see the first, the industries you can see, and the houses. Okay, so wastewater which collected from the homes and business, that is from the homes and from the industries. Okay, so that is the collection tank where we can collect the wastewater from the homes, houses and industries and other public buildings. Okay, the first unit, that is called as a bar screen. So bar screen, which is used to remove the large debris like branches of trees and other. Okay, so bar screen, which is used to remove the solid from that wastewater and effluent. Okay, so it may be the plastic bags, it may be branches of trees, or it may be the floating solid. So bar screen, it is to remove. Bar screen is used to remove the large floating and debris like branches of trees. The second, after the screening, the water is allowed to settle in sedimentation tank. Okay, so what is the purpose of sedimentation tank, or what is the objective of sedimentation tank? To remove the suspended solid. Okay, so sedimentation tank, which is used where the solid settle to the bottom as a sludge and scum floats on the top. Okay, so whatever sludge which settle down at the bottom, that is suspended solid, which can be supplied, which can be removed to the sludge digester tank. Okay, so sludge digester is a digester which is used for the digestion of sludge. Okay, the next one is the secondary aeration, that is secondary unit, that is biological process. Okay, so after the sedimentation tank we can use the secondary process, that is called as activated sludge process. So where the oxygen is supplied continuously from the bottom of the tank so that aeration occurs, that is oxidation occurs, and this oxygen will help for the process of oxidation. As you know, the oxidation, it is nothing but the conversion of complex organic waste into simpler one, or conversion of organic waste into liquid and gases. Okay, so organism required oxygen for that process, and which oxygen can be supplied due to the aeration. Okay, so aeration is the process of supply of oxygen for the process of oxidation. So organism utilize that oxygen, dissolve oxygen from that water, and which oxidize the organic matter. Okay, so whatever that organic matter which convert into the simpler one, that is called a sludge, which sludge when settle down in secondary settling tank or secondary clarifier. Okay, so this secondary clarifier where the microorganism decompose the organic material and which absorb the nutrients. Okay, so sludge which settle down at the bottom of the tank in secondary settling tank, and some of the sludge, that is activated sludge, which supply to the secondary system, that is aeration system, activated sludge process, to maintain the microbial condition, to maintain the aerobic condition, to supply the microbial mass, that is called as mixed liquor. Okay, so some of the sludge, that is activated sludge, which returns to the secondary treatment unit, that is called as ASP, activated sludge process, and remaining sludge that going to be supplied to the secondary digester. Okay, so sludge digester, where the sludge which comes from the primary sedimentation tank and sludge which comes from the secondary sedimentation tank. Okay, so sludge digester, where the sludge can be digested and reduce the volume of sludge, reduce the odors and destroy the harmful organism. Okay, you can see that white color, that is sludge digester, where the sludge is digested, and the digested sludge that can be disposed. Okay, this solid disposal, so solids are sent to the landfill and used as a fertilizer. So whatever that digested sludge, that sludge, the sludge we can use as a fertilizer, and that sludge can be disposed by the disposal method. Okay, either land disposal or either disposal by the dilution method. Okay. So the next, the wastewater, which after the secondary treatment plant, that can be supplied to the disinfection tank. Okay, so disinfection tank, which is a tank which is used to kill the remaining harmful bacteria. Okay, and after that, the wastewater, after completely disinfection, that can be discharged into the water bodies, that is discharged to the treated effluent. Okay, so these are the different units and the function of each and every units. Okay, the first one is collection of effluent from industry and from the domestic wastewater, homes, then screening for removal of solid, then sedimentation tank for removal of suspended solid, and the sludge which collected to supply to the sludge digester, then secondary aeration system, that is activated sludge process, then secondary settling system, where sludge can be removed and sludge can be supplied to the sludge digester. Okay, and the next one is the disinfection tank, where the utilization of chemical like chlorine and ozonation, so that kill remaining harmful bacteria, and finally that water is supplied to the or water is discharged into the water bodies, that is treated effluent is discharged into the water bodies.